I think I put in one of those new hacks where they start sucking your phone off. Pause. To get you to get more, because I've been thinking about it.
That's crazy. Yo.
I mean, you know what they be doing when they be doing the updates?
Yeah.
I guess they probably wouldn't label it as that.
That was just kind of a crazy way to
explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. I see the vision. It was just the execution.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I could be better next time.
And that's why, because there's always work to be done.
There we go.
There we go. Episode, man. Talk to me.
So of course we lived off with one of the best holidays of the year, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm starting to petition that every Monday after Super Bowl should be a day off. It should be a national holiday. You shouldn't have to go to work after a Super Bowl.
That's what they're talking about. With expanding the season, going to get rid of the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
You need a game one. And then Roger Goodell's like, let's expand and go 1 week before. 1 week later be President's Day.
President's Day. And everybody already has the one day off.
Not everybody.
Everybody.
I don't know. But
majority, a lot of people. Like, wouldn't be no school for sure.
Would not be no school. I mean, kids don't have school these days.
Obviously,
anyway.
yeah. I mean,
like, it's crazy how much that is a thing, because like I remember we were in school, bro. Like I caught the kids ain't had. We had to go to school and you knew you had indoor recess.
Facts. You knew it was gonna be playing Uno,
bro. Yeah. Like you knew you had if you was lucky, you might get cup stack. You might have a movie. The movie cart might come through. Yeah. 101 Dalmatians playing. But now kids just don't go to school.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They via Facebook.
These they got like because of conferences, they got Thursday, they got today, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday off.
Yeah.
They got a 5-day weekend.
It's getting wicked.
That is crazy. And then they didn't miss school so much for snow. It's like, yeah, back in our day, they definitely used to have us mobbing to the bus stop.
Oh, yeah.
Big waiting.
Coats. Yeah.
In the frigid cold.
Yeah.
To get to school. I remember one day I went to school and I feel like the water wasn't working for a little bit. And they still made us go for a time and be like,
bro, get this math.
Yo, get this math, bro. Lights was off before. Crazy. I feel like, yeah. I mean, then we wonder what's wrong with the kids.
Hey.
They be at home. And I feel bad for the parents because then they got to be like, damn, what am I about to do? What am I about to do with them? They got to go call in to work and stuff so they can, or find a last minute babysitter. But have we gotten softer as a society?
100%. Yes. And before parents come at me, I'm not a parent. Why? Because I protect myself. I don't be out here in the club like some people be. No offense if you have a kid, though. Love all the kids. My favorite title is Uncle Brax, and I'm going to keep playing it for as long as I can. I'm not a parent, so maybe I don't get it. Maybe that gene hasn't like kicked in to where like, oh, my baby don't need to be in the cold. But now I'm just like, man, we did it. Like, take these kids to school. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't know, man. But I'm also the grumpy old man. Like, get off my lawn now. So I don't listen to me at all. I have nothing good to say.
Man, I don't. Yeah, it's still like, I understand I want to be in cold, but like they gotta go to school too. I don't know. I feel you though. We gotta build some callous around here.
Exactly.
These kids gotta go through something.
Gotta go through something. I mean, granted, COVID, I'll give you that. Yeah. I would not want to be in the 5th grade and COVID happened and I got an online line. That's a different type of crazy. But we back to normal.
How long can we use that crutch for? COVID? Is that a forever crutch? Because people have been like, man, I got big during COVID and they still big.
I mean, it depends on who you ask. Doc said the best. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. We're gonna get there in a minute. But
yeah, we got there.
Nice segue into what we're gonna talk about today. But I don't know. It's a mindset, bro. Because I see people come up after COVID.
Thanks.
Like, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I was down horrendously. I got big in COVID. I'm trying to work it off still, but bro, it's 25 now.
That's been 5 years, around this time.
That's when it was crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that was definitely a time in your life where if anything, like if you can blame it on anything, it's justifiable because of COVID.
100%. Yeah.
And the world was shut down,
bro.
Literally, legitimately.
I was catching flights. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
masked up though.
Yeah,
it goes back to the protection part. But it was a crazy time.
Yeah, facts. So again, Super Bowl Sunday. We already know the outcome by now.
Yeah.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP. are you more impressed by the Eagles or disappointed in the Chiefs?
I guess disappointed in the Chiefs. This is the worst game they've played all year, but this is probably also the best team that they've played all year. I mean, the Eagles top to bottom, the games they did lose, right? Jalen Hurts gets hurt, and then they're also like not really when they're at full strength, I guess. They're hard to beat.
Yeah.
And they have little to no weaknesses on every level. They've got guys who can play, right? And I think one of the things that surprised me the most is that all the talking heads and all the pundits were like, hey, if you want the Chiefs to win, you have to make Jalen Hurts throw. And he threw extremely well.
Yep.
And then he ran extremely well. Then you go back to the first Super Bowl these two played, and he played well there too. It was a Harrison Butker field goal that won the Chiefs that game 2 years ago. So it's like there's a lot of things about it that I think, the Eagles showed up, and expressed themselves. I don't know any Philly fans that are like diehard that have been there for a minute. So that's congrats to you if you're a Philly fan.
Yeah.
You got you one. I'm happy for Jalen. I'm happy for especially for Jalen. Root to the bros. Happy for Saquon. I mean, Saquon, he even said 6 months ago, I hated this team, and now I'm winning a championship with them.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope. And the Chiefs, I think the clock just struck midnight. I think one of the things about them is that their weakness all year long has been offensive line play, but they were able to combat that with as good as their defense had been.
Yeah.
But again, when you see an offense like the Eagles who have Pro Bowl, All-Pro guys at every single level, the defense has to work a little harder. And then that offense isn't humming as much as it could because the defense for the Eagles is crazy.
Yeah.
Shit happens. And it did. And again, you sack a quarterback 6 times and you don't blitz.
Crazy.
That's kind of
that's got to be one of the most dominant performances I've seen defensively. Since.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I would say for sure. I'm more disappointed in the Chiefs because I ran the ball 11 times total. Didn't even give for Mahomes a chance. It's like it was already over before it started. But I can't. Shit, Patrick play. That's the worst game I ever seen him play. You go down, you throw a pick six. They flush you. You're flustered at that point. Around the part, you throw a pick six to Cooper DeJean, and then next drive you throw another pick and and they get the ball in zone. I mean the red zone. It's over with after that. You get up 24-0. It's like they didn't even have a chance. Just like the game plan, you just tell that it was over before the fun even started. But shout out to Jalen. Shout out to AJ Brown. That defense, I feel like that was the most, I would say, disappointing or dominant performance since Legion of Boom versus Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
when they went in with the number 1 offense, they got beat up on the first play.
Yeah.
So it was kind of reminiscent of that. It was not a ball game. 22-40. No. It looks. It's gonna look on the history books. It's gonna look back and be like, I wasn't that bad. But if you watched it. You know.
Yeah.
We was watching it when Devontae Smith caught that bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
killed by Bama.
Yeah.
I love to see some Bama in the background.
And that was a great ball too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you hold Saquon to 57 yards rushing. You just can't get off the field on 3rd down. So
you can't get off the field. And speaking, FanDuel took all my money because Saquon didn't get as many yards as the whole universe thought he would get.
Yeah,
we knew it would be tough because the Chiefs' defense is solid. But again, that's a guy who, in my opinion, if they didn't tush push, would be the NFL MVP. But it is what it is. The Eagles play great.
They play great game.
Great game. Can't take it away from them. Regardless of. Who you like, you can't take it away from them.
Yeah. And it's like one of those things where I feel like, you look on paper, the Eagles have a better team than Chiefs, but they have Patrick Mahomes. It's like you don't want to bet against Patrick Mahomes.
You never would.
Yeah. So
why would you?
But I mean, I feel like that's the only way you can beat the Chiefs if you whoop their ass. And if you whoop their ass, you ain't got no chance. So and they went out there and whooped their ass.
Yeah.
If it would have been close, you never would have known what happened. Patrick Mahomes probably would have fought it out at the end, but never got to that point at all.
The Eagles, you had to do that. The Eagles, you knew if you were going into a game with 2 minutes left and you were giving the ball back, if you're not up 2 possessions, even if you're up 2 possessions, you're not safe. So I think that was part of their game plan. Like, we gotta go now.
Right.
And it was cool to see. Yeah, they did it.
That was a black ass Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was.
That was a black ass Super Bowl.
Definitely was.
Especially with all the players, but then the halftime show.
Ruffled some feathers.
Ruffled some feathers. It's been the talk since Sunday. People are still talking about it.
Legitimately.
Like, if I gotta explain anything else about the Super Bowl performance to halftime performance to a coworker this week, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, bro.
If you Google it. I'm tired of Google, TikTok. Somebody give you information other than me. I'm like, what's the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake? What am I missing?
Definitely had somebody ask me that.
Yeah, you're missing a lot.
Yeah, I need to go back to the summer.
Yeah, I got to go back to work.
Yeah,
right.
We've been doing this for a while now. I mean,
what do you think of the performance?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm also a Drake fan. I'm not gonna pretend that I can't coexist and like both of these artists.
Yeah, I feel like they ain't got to the point that you got to choose one side or the other. Yeah,
that's the stupidest thing, because when I hope that Drake's album with Party on February 14th gives me all the vibes I need to be in my fifis.
Right.
Can't wait for it. I like Drake with the melodies. I do not like Drake when he acts.
100.
And this beef has been what hip hop is needed, right? What rap is needed. I mean, you look at the other beefs that Drake was involved in, the Pusha T. If you listen close, you can decide who took that one, but I'm not here to debate that. The Meek Mill one was stupid. That one I think was extremely fake. And now you finally have one that's like, oh, like, we didn't even think of it. Like, it started as a compliment. He said, the big three is us. Yeah. And Kendrick was like, no.
Yeah, nigga, no.
Who are you?
Right.
Y'all little bro.
Yeah.
The same Kendrick has been saying for like the last 10 years. And it was like, oh, Drake put him on. Drake did all this. That's cool. Drake had the clout to do so.
Yeah.
Something happened and he felt like he could come out and rap. Yeah. And that's what we've been wanting. It's not, I feel like now, stick with the show. That's just the beef part. Stick with the show, man. I loved the symbolism. I loved all of the things that was the nuances. I'm to the point now where I'm extremely exhausted of think pieces on social media. Or if I understood and was able to relate to some of the things, that I'm woke.
Yeah. Like,
and it's just like, and everybody, y'all complain about it every year.
Yeah, no, you're never going to make anybody happy. I feel like people didn't like Usher. People didn't like Rihanna.
She was on roller skates.
People didn't like, J-Lo and Shakira. People don't like YouTube. Like, you're not going to please everybody.
Like Prince using the rain. Like, come on, bro.
Prince is definitely top 3.
Prince, okay.
Yeah, Prince is probably 1.
Michael Jackson stood there for 2 minutes.
Didn't say a word.
And people didn't like him. So I'm like, man, it is what it is. I thought it was cool, though. I did think the Samuel L. Jackson touch was cool.
Yeah.
I think that we can be true. A lot of things. We're in a world of nuances. Like, you can look, and it wasn't the right message for this world right now, this climate right now that we're in. And what did he say? You the revolution will be televised. You picked the wrong guy, but the right time, or something. Right time with the wrong, something like that.
Right time, wrong guy.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect. And it's like, what people need to understand is, like, Kendrick has been rapping like this for a while. This is something he just put out his ass. Yeah. Like, if you go back and listen to like his Grammys performance, what was that? Say,
if you look at his 2016 Grammys performance, it was
he was in handcuffs,
right,
in a prison,
right.
Like, we got to start acting like
this is new.
The pearl clutching for me is what was like, this is crazy that y'all are so offended.
Yeah,
because maybe some of the stuff that he's saying is actually real, but you just don't choose to.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, people are looking at halftime of the Super Bowl to be like, oh, just putting on a straight performance for everybody. Everybody is included. That type of performance. And, when you sign up for Kendrick Lamar, now you know what you get.
Right.
If you weren't aware, that's what you get. Yeah. Like, he didn't do the, pull up, drank. Like, he didn't do the poetic justice. Like, of course he wouldn't have done that song. I'm just giving examples of, like, his bangers, club hits. He didn't do those. And, like, he did all his songs for the GNX.
Yes.
And I feel like you said, like, the storytelling, the, really holding on to a message was what did it for me. And I'm a Kendrick fan, Yeah. And I feel like if you weren't a Kendrick fan, like, if you're not a Kendrick fan, you wouldn't like it, probably. Right. You wouldn't relate to it as much. And I'm not about to, here's my thing. I'm not about to get on Facebook, Instagram, and be arguing with you niggas that don't like it and say that y'all not black enough or saying that y'all not woke enough. Because if you don't, because I feel like y'all get it what he's trying to do,
bro. But get it. You just don't want to get it,
right?
Yeah.
You might be would have been looking for something else for the Super Bowl.
100%.
And I understand, but there should be a point to where you respect that he's doing it for our culture on this stage. You know,
Yeah.
Even if like. I'm tired of niggas saying. For one, I'm tired of niggas saying Wayne would have did better. That is absurd to me. I've been seeing a lot of videos of Wayne performing recently. He would have done.
Thank you.
No, I'm good actually.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I love the performance. You know, we was watching. I was like, you know, definitely did a good job. And then when he came out, hey Drake, and then did the smile, it was crazy. He really pulled out all the tricks with that one. I'm also tired of now Kendrick is the guy that dissed Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how people are trying to swing it to this way.
Yeah.
It's like Kendrick was Kendrick way before this.
Right.
Before this.
Like the first time, what was that? Freshman Cypher that was on the BET Awards all those years ago?
Yeah.
That's like not the first time, but the BET Cypher. That's when like the first inklings of all this dropped.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it died, nothing. Then he came out with what, Blacker the Berry? And it's like,
in control. He had to control this. He did this the whole, you know, industry.
Yeah. It's just like, it's fine. I just think that it's crazy. What I will say that I've learned over this Super Bowl and this halftime show, y'all really ride for who y'all like, which is crazy. I have seen homies keyboard caping for Drake, and I'm like, bro,
he don't give a fuck.
Know you
he
exist.
Don't give a fuck about what you got going on.
Doesn't know. Same for Kendrick.
Niggas is laying it on the line for these rappers, bro.
Like talking about you a lame. Like if you don't like the. That's
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
And then it's like, but it's the same people who, as soon as a record drops at midnight, they the ones, certified classic by 1201.
We've been here, yeah. We've been here.
It's just like, bro, let us, if you don't like it, cool, just sit down. It's probably for you,
yeah,
but you just don't want to accept it.
Yeah. It's okay to put your opinions online and what you like and shit, but like, okay. How far does it go that you're standing up for another grown man that is a performer that you don't know, that you on the internet all day just arguing with niggas you do know in real life?
The price of eggs are still going up, and we worried about rich people.
You arguing about niggas you don't know in real life with niggas you do know in real life and disrespecting them to hold the face of some niggas you don't know,
bro. Come on, man.
Like, does it make sense?
No, it is utter blasphemy, bro. And I get it.
Oh my god.
While this, and I think like, and I've been in these conversations, and like as soon as the performance ended, I said, bro, that's checkmate.
Right. Yeah.
That was one. And even then, it's like everybody's like, oh, Serena was there. And at first thought, I was like, yeah, she Drake X. But then I'm like, wait, she crip walked at Wimbledon and was called all these things.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a black woman and her chance to show her like true self on the biggest stage and mock not only the people you can say it was for Drake, which the shoe fits, wear it. We have to stop thinking that everything was about Drake in the show. Was there a lot? Yes. But it was so well nuanced that Kendrick could be like, only one thing was about him, that was to say Drake. That was it. Yeah. But it is what it is. We'll do it again next year. We got 364 days.
Yeah, we'll see.
365.
Yeah, everybody's talking about this will be Friday. We'll see what balance of power again. It's like, bro, he's dropping an R&B album with Party Next Door, and I'm going to listen to it.
I will.
This is the Drake I fuck with. I don't got a Valentine, so I'm about to listen to this.
Yeah.
And think about what I need to do better next year so I can have somebody to spend this with.
We watched it with AB, who is a Drake fan.
And he liked it.
And he was in there bobbing with him. Maybe that ain't that my dream. I thought he was about to cry when that record came on. Shouts to AB, man. But it was just like, that's cool. You can like songs from both artists.
And it's okay.
This Valentine's Day drop, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna stream. It might be my most played, depending on how my fifis work.
Exactly.
And that's cool. Because at the end of the day, like you said, they don't know I exist.
They don't.
I'm helping them with the stream. I'm still playing G and X. Right. That's fine. It's all radio burns. I still play Mr. Morale. That was a great album.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. Everybody's opinionated and everybody's opinions matter.
But boy, I'm thinking, if the opinions ain't paying me, I don't care. That's what I'm at.
Hey, That's what we use this for, is to voice our opinions.
Man, yeah, we just have fun.
Yeah.
It's not a civil war.
Yeah, it's not.
We have to stop.
We have to stop
with all of this. It's just it's funny, but it's also like, bro, we have so much more stuff to worry
so
about
much
right
more
now.
going on. Yeah.
Like, what is it, the braids? Like, it's kind of crazy, bro.
What is it? The braids? You know what? With the top of the year, there's something that you said that has stuck with me since.
What's that?
You was like, man, this year I really need to grow up this year.
No facts.
Like I know how I took that, but when you said that, what did you mean by that?
Bro, I just think in full transparency, I talk about this with the close people. Like I talked about it with you and the homies, and and talk about my therapist. I just think that I'm in a position now. I'm pushing 30. I'll be 30 in September, Lord willing, and I just think it's like a time where it's there's a big part of me that one day wants to have a family. There's a bit in one that wants to, a huge part of me wants to be a husband,
right?
That wants to be, all of these things that that I've seen my pops do and that I've seen other men do. And it's like, if you were to ask me, can I do all that right now? And the answer is no, bro.
Yeah, no.
The answer is no, and that's just full transparency and full honesty. And I think that a lot of times that what we get from other people, especially, and you talked about it the other day, like we're two black men, and dog would be the third, but we have like, compared to what people might think we should be or where we should be, we have our shit together, right?
Right.
Like, people come to the crib, there's furniture, right?
Right. Yeah.
We're not on the sleeping bags with the TV on the floor with the game, right? And it's like, and I had a homie tell me that because I was like, man, I'm not doing enough. She was like, you have to look at it like this. She was like, you pay your bills on time, ain't nobody finna come take your spot. Your car's paid for, and it's like stuff like that I had to kind of like re-level my expectations. Like, damn, I'm actually doing all right.
No, yeah, facts.
There's another level. And I think that's where I kind of took it as, is that I'm in the spot now where I know these things, I want all these goals that I have. But if God was to be like, all right, you start tomorrow,
man,
that learning curve would be crazy.
And yeah, I think that we also have put ourselves in a good position. Like, because we don't have kids, we're not in situations where we are, we have to be forced into these situations so quickly, and then we have to learn along the way.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not going to be perfect. Whatever, your goal is, whatever we start.
Yeah.
But I feel you on the same thing. It's like, I'm not where I want to be.
Bro.
Like, can I 100% give my all to one woman right now and raise a family and provide for them? No.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you get there? How do I get there? I asked my pop, I talked to my pops, like, when did you feel like you were financially comfortable? Like, when did you feel like you were comfortable? And he was like, shit, never. It's all like, are you ever really going to be comfortable or complacent, So it's like, man, it puts you in a perspective, like, when do you hit that feeling like, okay, I'm ready to do this? Because even like, okay, go to the gym, try to eat right most of the time, podcast, work, do all this shit, then it's like, damn, I forgot to pray today. Damn.
Yeah.
I forgot to read some pages of my book.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot to do this. And it's like, shit, am I ever going to hit all the check marks? And then I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm for majority of the time, I'm doing whatever I need to be doing. And I'm on a good track to get done what I need to get done. So, but like I need to grow up this year as well. It takes some growing up to be able to, get to where you're going. So, and it's more is about like doing shit that I know I shouldn't be doing it and doing it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say I'm about to be like, man, I need to, leave these women alone, just lock in, and then it's like, well, but
man,
but I mean,
man,
so I don't know.
No, but it's like, and there's always a catalyst for that, right? Like, you never know what it's going to be. I think mine, I'll be honest, like, I looked in the bank account, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like, overdraft text. I'm like, huh? Like, I just paid. What do we do? I'm looking at my spending. I'm like, bro, buying a bunch of bullshit that you don't need, or maybe if you need it, you don't need to buy it all at once.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, well, how can I like cut off here? Okay, I'm gonna just lock my credit cards, but I'm not gonna use them. And then it's like, but you still got subscriptions that you're not touching. You still got your cards on your phone, so when you go, you're still tapping to pay. So it's like that was my big catalyst because it was like, man, I hate, and those who know me like the best know that I hate not this feeling of needing to ask for help is a very big like.
Yeah,
I don't want to say weakness, but it's just like, man, I've always liked to be like, I got it. Like, not to say that from, and it is my ego. It's 100% my ego.
Sure.
Like, that's just what it is. And I'm getting better at it, but it's also like, like you said, those mistakes you make, I make them in real time. And it's just like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have bought that. Maybe, that $300 pair of shoes wasn't worth it this month. You know? Like, now you did that. So now you got to catch up. And I say, okay, like, I'm looking at it now, like financially, like, damn, I'm supposed to be putting money away so that I don't got to work the rest of my life. Am I doing that? Am I doing those things to like actually build? And that was kind of the big like, okay, like it was a light bulb that flicked, and I was like, okay, if I'm applying it here, how can I apply it? And then so the whole like idea of being a husband and having a family wasn't the first thing. It was just one of the things that's like, oh, like
if I'm gonna get there, I mean, eventually when you get to that point, there's going to be a woman that relies on you to take care of most of the finances, or like some kids that rely on you to pay for this and that. And if I can't handle that on my own, how am I handle it for two other people? So
true.
That's about. I feel you on that for sure.
Yeah. It is what it is. And I think that the thing about it is, and I was talking about therapy, like you don't have to use 30 as a benchmark. Like, I think a lot of people use 30 as a benchmark.
Right, yeah.
Which is crazy. We use 30, we use 21, 18, 16,
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that the one book I read this last year, and I might go through it again, is The Defining Decade. And it's about your 20s. It's how to make your 20s matter. But a lot of the stuff that I'm in, I feel like, and you hear people kind of say that 30s is the new 20s.
Yeah.
But there's so many gems in that book that you can apply to, I don't care what decade you're in. Like, obviously, you can't, like, you don't have the time in some of your later decades, your 40s or 50s, but when you talk about some of the things like social capital that they're talking about, like, I can still go get that at 31, 30 if need be. But it's better to start it a little earlier. So, yeah, man, it's just a season, bro. But it's also like, okay, and you recognize this as like a former athlete, right? And I say current recreational hooper. We do get to we get to the money when we need to, but it's like the challenge of preparing for an opponent. They're preparing to actually like the opponent. You don't even know. You don't see him, right? But it is one of those things that how can I don't know what I'm working against, but no matter when I meet that battle, if I keep getting better every single day, I'm going to be better regardless. Right. I think that's kind of what the season is, and that's how I kind of get it to where I'm like, okay, I don't want to go to the gym today. At 4:25 a.m. come, and I'm like, bro, Jordan's crazy. Why are we doing this at 5?
Yeah.
But I know that if I don't, I'm gonna be tweaked out the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I got to get up and go and do the little things that I don't want to do because it'll pay off. But it's just that journey.
Yeah, like they say, just small change add up, So those daily deposits definitely get you to
that good day.
It's gonna get you there, man. But yeah, I feel like we should give ourselves more grace about where we're at, because again, like your homie said, we are a lot farther along than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, shout out to Tamaya.
Yeah,
she definitely put me on game.
Yeah,
that's what I call when I need a boost.
Yeah,
like you're him. I'm like, oh
yeah. So I mean, if you, that's the thing. That'd be my thing. Is like being around people that choose you first, type shit. 100%. Just like how there can't be that much better options out there, especially with even like friends, like or anything. It's just like I hope you find somebody that fits the criteria you're looking for.
Yeah, I hope you find somebody that loves you the way that you think I can. It's got a red dot on the left side.
Yes, it's recording. Yeah.
On the left side?
Yeah.
I don't mean the battery or another battery.
Nah, it's like the memory card. Yeah.
Blooper. But yeah, no, I agree. Because it's definitely something. You look at me like, we chose that.
Yeah.
Teach his own. You got it.
Yeah. Do your thing, because guess what? I'm gonna do mine. And I feel like I'll be to the point to where sometimes I'll be pissed. Like, let's say like a woman ghosts me, or like I stop talking to somebody, and I'll be pissed to where it's like, and I know the shit it wasn't gonna be like my long time thing, or what, like it wasn't probably gonna be my girl.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've gotten over a point to where like I needed clarity, like I needed a reason.
Facts.
Like I needed like why didn't this work, or why don't you want to talk? Like I don't need to know the why no more. I think I've come to the point where I'm just like, okay,
bro.
Like it's like okay, like I get it. Like I don't get it, but it's like okay, like because I just know my value and what I know my value. So if you don't see that, cool.
Do you think closure is a myth?
No, you do?
I don't think it's a myth. I think there's levels of it that I think we go too far. Like I don't think we need the full dissertation about why somebody makes a choice. Mel Robbins says it best. It's the let them theory. She just did a podcast with the Pivot, and I really lock in with those. And I've been a big fan of hers for a minute, but her big thing is the let them theory, and what she talked about is because it's been her like she just has a book that just came out called Let Them Theory, and it's all about letting people do what they want to do, and you releasing that so that you can focus more of the energy on you. And she's like, she got it from her son's prom, and she was like momming the hell out of it. She was like, okay, come take this picture here. Come do this. Come put your arm around her. Smile, look serious here. And then her daughter was like, Mom, this is their prom. Let them do what they want.
Right.
And she was like, it was right there. I had to step back. I had to be like, I got to let them. And she has, that little spot from her daughter has made her a lot of money.
That's crazy.
And she got a book now. So definitely I encourage folks to go crazy to be lopping into the pod, but the Pivot Podcast, because I like that one is because it's a space of three black men, former NFL players, Ryan Clark, Shannon Crowder, and Frank Thomas. And then you get Mel Robbins, who's an older white lady, to come in there. Not older, she's like 50-something. But just the vulnerability in those conversations that they had was off the charts. Freddie T started crying. Yeah. And he's one of the like softer spoken dudes.
Right, yeah.
And he gave an example that was really cool. But to that point, like about closure, it's like I think we become so obsessed with the why because we want to try to absolve ourselves of wrongdoing or to understand it. Sometimes you just can't understand it.
That makes sense.
It's definitely not a myth, but sometimes it's like we feel like the need for it is crazy sometimes.
Yeah, because then you be like, oh, you can justify it.
Yeah,
you can justify like, oh, it's not me,
right?
Even though like it probably is, or it could be.
Yeah,
And I think I've become more okay with be like, it could be me, it could not be me.
Yeah,
and it's okay because the people that choose you, the people, I love that. Let them. Like, if people want to be dickheads, let them. And I'm big on that. I'll be letting people do their thing.
Bro.
I let people enjoy what they enjoy. If you say you like something, hey, I'm not about to sit here and bash it. Do your thing.
Do your thing, 21.
No, that's a good. I probably don't have to tap in with that because that sounds like a good read, man.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna get a copy of the book. One of the homies says she's already reading it now, and it's pretty good. So
let them.
I'm tapping in. But yeah, man,
you gotta let people let people go, man.
Because I can't control it.
They can't.
And to be 100% clear, I have not always thought this way.
Yeah.
I was who needed the closure. Who I needed to talk.
Right.
I needed to sit down and understand what are you doing?
Right.
It's me you're talking about here.
Right.
And you want to just dip?
Right.
Okay, are you sure you want to dip? I know I asked you twice, but third time's got to be the charm. Like, you see that you about to dip. Sometimes it would change. Sometimes it wouldn't. Sometimes I stayed in situations that were probably needed to dip out of or handle myself accordingly because I was trying to get the talk, trying to the closure.
Yeah, no, facts. And I be trying to get people to, and I guess what my thing is, I be wanting out of people what I can get to them. Yeah. If I don't want to, I don't want to communicate anymore, or I'm feeling some type of way, or things happen, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we should go our separate ways. Like, this isn't working. I got something else going on. I'm busy. Like, and people just, not everybody's like that.
Yeah.
And I gotta be able to accept that and to be like, you know what? You got it.
You got it, Chief.
Shorty was like, I'll ruin your life. You got it. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna ask. Why would you say that?
I don't want to know.
Exactly.
And if that's like supposed to be like a fuck around and find out, I'm cool. I do not want it.
I'm the type of nigga you're gonna drive me away with that. I'm good. I'm good on that one.
I do not want it.
No. Yeah.
Bro.
So
I want peace.
Peace, please. Lord, give me peace.
I want to be able to come home and lay my head down and just be like, she can text nobody else. We good.
Yeah. And I don't know what context that means.
Right.
But I don't want to know.
I don't want to know because why would you leave with that?
So now I'm gonna let you.
I'm gonna let you.
Peace.
No, yeah. Crazy,
so I don't know.
Wow.
Anything you need to get off your chest before we get up out of here?
Man, you know, big thing. Obviously, we haven't been back on since everything had happened. The flight to DC from Wichita, obviously 67 lives were lost that day. One of them was a friend of mine and a supporter of the show. Kia Duggins, only speaking about it because her family has kind of been able to kind of process things now, and we're actually planning for her homegoing service. Man, you talk about a light. You talk about somebody who was going to change the world. And she is all of the things that were said and are being said about her during this time are constant. And I think that's one of the things that I would always used to describe her, constant, consistent. You know, she was one that she stood up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves, even in her work. And that's just who she was. That's a quick story. Cam, friend of the show, obviously you guys have met Cam.
Yeah.
Cam and Kia went to school together through high school or elementary all the way up to middle school. And Cam would always tell me, they would always tell me stories about each other when I would see him. Cam would always say, bro, Kia got me in trouble because I call a girl, he said big headed or big chested, one of the two. And then Kia would always say that Cam was my worst enemy. I couldn't stand him. But then somehow we got to be cool because when we did Botillion or Fashionetta, Cam was Kia's escort. It was a pageant that we do here in Wichita. And it's so funny because I could see her telling the teacher that Cam was out here messing up, calling somebody whatever he called her, because she knew that wasn't right. And that's the work that she did, right? She told people, hey, that's not right, and fought for the voices that couldn't. And she was a light. I think somebody put it eloquently on Facebook, to know Kia was to know God. That was a beautiful thing that I saw. Her boyfriend did a thing with NPR, a nice little quick audio interview, and it was just like the sunshine that she was and that she will continue to be. Comes from a great family. You know, definitely still praying for them and keeping them in our thoughts. One of the things that I've always noticed, because we went to church together, shout out Tabernacle. His mom, Miss Gwen, is one of the nicest people in the world, always greets you with an amazing smile. And Dr. Duggins is just the calm, cool, like the other side of the pillow, you know, and the two of them are Kia personified. Kia was exactly, you know, one of the things that I loved about them is every time I'd see Kia, there's always a smile. I admired from afar. Like, we would always check with each other on social media or whenever we saw each other at church. Right. And it hurts because that last Sunday, I missed church. And I'm like, damn, why did I skip church that day? Right. And that's one of those things that I've kind of had to kind of guilt through. But one summer we ended up in New York together. I don't know how we figured it out. She was doing some law program. And I was doing an internship with CBS. And the program that I did, Kia's older cousin did a few years ago. So it was like, I don't know how we connected these dots. I think it was honestly Miss Gwen. That's great. And we went out for a night in New York City. And when I tell you, we had a time, and it was just, the two of them are dancers. Like, Kia was a ballet dancer, and I think Cam danced as well. And we were walking up a New York City Avenue, and they were just dancing. And I'm like, man, I made it. I'm walking around New York City with Cam and Kia, and I remember feeling like that. But she's just a light. She was somebody who was standing up for people. You know, her mom shared with us that when she was here, she was working on a class action lawsuit. Like, that's just what she was doing. She was a civil rights attorney. So definitely a life that's going to be missed. She was one that did right by others, and the work that she was going to do on this earth was going to change the world. You know, I think we would all agree that we always thought that if somebody was going to make it to the White House, it would be her. Not only did she intern with Michelle Obama, but we were ready for her inauguration one day, if that's the route she wanted to go. So it's definitely one of those things that we're keeping her, you know, uplifted. Because the thing about it is, what's crazy is so many people know her story now. And we always knew people know Kia's story, but not this way. And that's the unfortunate part about it. But there is a chance to continue to keep her light going. Again, her parents, two rock people, great people. Her brother and sister, great people. So definitely think about them. Continue to uplift the Duggins family. One of the things that her mom has posted about was continuing her foundation, Kia's Princess Project. Kia has a wonderful TED Talk out on YouTube, that TEDx Talk to Wichita State, and it kind of explained her founding the Princess Project, and that is kind of going to be her beacon, and that's up to us to keep going. So we'll include a link. So please, if you're considering, please donate to Kia's Princess Project. It is to help young girls, and I hope, if there's a little girl out there who knows her story, they see it and go, I can do it.
You can do that, yeah.
I can do that, because she was a rock star, man. And there's times when you just think back, and this is one that you look at it and you go, what? Like you shake heads and you ask the questions, but as a believer, you have to trust the guy's got a plan. And she's up there with him. And so yeah, definitely rest in peace to Kia Duggins. I'm not gonna take too much time. I'm gonna get emotional on this damn platform, but definitely one of those ones that, man, good person, and definitely one that it's up to us to keep her name going, keep her legacy going, because she lived a full life. She traveled. She did a lot of things that people dream of doing. So definitely it's up to us to keep her light shining.
Yeah, I mean, hard to follow with that. Appreciate you for being vulnerable and telling those stories, and because like we talked about before, you never know when your last day is going to be your last day. You never know when God's going to call you home. Yeah, it's about how you leave your mark on people, how you leave your mark on this world. You may not be doing, you might not be able to rack up the accolades as you want to before you're gone. But what will people say about you when you're gone? Are you caring? Are you nice? Are you? Do you look after people, your loved ones? And it's not. No one's going to bring up how much money you have, because that doesn't go with you.
Yeah.
What impact are you leaving? Are you leaving the true impact? And like I told Braxton, if people can talk about me half the way that they talked about her, then I did something right. So R.I.P. Keep their family in our prayers, the community, because that's somebody like in our community that passed. I feel like when we see these natural disasters or things that happen, you feel so disconnected because you don't know these people.
Man.
Or like it can never happen to somebody I know, right? And then it just hits home when like, man, like this is real.
Yeah.
So
and the other 66 people, it's tragedy.
Yeah,
all around.
tragedy.
It's tragedy.
Yeah, it's tragedy. People's parents, coaches, teachers, sons, daughters, everybody on that plane had a story.
Yes.
So definitely, prayers go out to them, because they didn't get on that plane, that flight, and know it was gonna be their last one. So
thought it was a trip, man. That's the crazy part. You never know.
So yeah, man.
And we're gonna keep pushing, man.
That's all we gonna keep pushing, man. It's always work to be done, right? That's what they say.
Come on, man. You got something to get off your chest, man. I know it's.
I got something to get off my chest.
They wilding out here still. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. They still.
Yeah.
Out here, man.
No, not really, bro. Just Valentine's Day is coming up. No reason to celebrate this year. You can celebrate your loved ones, celebrate someone you love, but if you don't got it. My thing is about Valentine's Day is, and I know you're not a big component of Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is fake.
But I'm not about to just do the Valentine's thing just to do it, Like, I'm not doing it for like a situationship or somebody I'm just talking to. Like, you're going to have to be my girl. Like, we got to be locked in for me to do the Valentine's thing shit, because you want me to go out my way and get gifts and dates and all this stuff. And we might not even be talking the next 2 weeks, by March, we not even talking no more. So, but fellas, if you got a girl or somebody that you feel like is special, it's Valentine's Day, just make her feel special. Don't worry about what you're getting in return and all that stuff, because it's not really for you. Let's keep it a bean. Valentine's Day isn't for the fellas.
It's a fake holiday.
And it's okay. It's a fake holiday, Bryson says. And it's okay, man.
Where did it come from?
Who the fuck knows? Denzel Valentine? former Michigan State point guard.
If it came from him, it's a brick for sure. Like, let's be 100, man.
All right, so I mean,
but if
you're not just a.
You said what?
You're not Valentine's Day. You're not doing it.
Bro,
like
Valentine's Day again. As I said a year ago, roll the tape.
Yeah.
Why do I need one day in February at that when I'm supposed to be focused on being blackety black? That I need to go and buy you. I think, and this is my real.
You can't be Black Valentine's Day.
This is my real hypothesis. Okay. I think that the greeting card companies strategized to create this holiday because they saw the lull after Christmas, and they're like, "Man, everybody was buying our stuff."
In this income tax season,
we have to stay relevant. So let's make this day to where you can show your loved one how much you love them. I have to pick the middle of February. Why can't I do that in the third week of April?
Why can't you?
Why can't I do it in the second week of May?
Why can't you do it in Valentine's Day?
Why you got to tell me a day?
I just know you're still going to do it.
I'm making sense, people.
Yeah, I just know you're still going to do it though.
No. Valentine's Day is not.
No. So if you were in a relationship, Valentine's Day is important to your girl. You're not going to show up.
It's a boundary. I'm lying. Boundaries are
crazy.
Boundaries are important.
I was about to say something out of pocket.
See, good. We have to be edited. Man, no, because I'm still.
Just stand on it. If you're not doing it, stand on that.
Because I need to be doing those things. I don't need a day to come around and for the aisles to be full. I need you to know that I'm with you. I'm doing the little things 365 days a year. Now, am I pulling up with chocolates, roses, and a card 365 days a year? No. But I'm going to rub your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rub your back.
Mm-hmm.
While you sleep, I might even scratch your scalp.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grease your scalp one time. Like, I don't need to go get up. Now, with that being said, I do have to give a shout out to all the folks who are going to be busy this Valentine's Day. You know, Jadera with
Blooms and Blossoms.
Yeah. My little sister cousin just started her flower arrangements down in Dallas. Yeah. She's about to do it big.
Yeah. Photographers.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're doing photography, if you're capturing the moments of love.
Yeah. I mean, it's all out there. So I'm not saying that. Granted, I am the biggest hater. Like, I get that, and I'm accepting it. But I want to be able to do these things throughout the year.
You can.
But if I don't do it on this one day, is it a problem?
Yes. I mean, I'm saying for me, I don't do what you do. Or do whatever, you know. I'm just letting you know it's going to be a problem.
But it shouldn't be.
Hey.
Because I'm sitting on business.
Hey man, look. Hey, I'm a lover boy nigga.
I'm just like, guy. Yeah, I mean,
I'm a lover boy guy.
So am I.
Like I was Valentine's Day. Hey,
I'm not.
I'll lay the rose. I'll do the house. I'll do the hotel room with the roses out with the bubble bath.
Hey,
I'll do that. I have no problem doing that. I'm not really, looking for anything in return. Just because I'm not, not there that day, but like later on down the line.
When that new Madden come out.
Yeah. My guy. When the Metallic Files come out.
Just remember
what I did. I'm not that day. I'm not gonna be pressing like, oh, you only got me some chocolates.
But what?
I don't even like these.
But what if you don't get your look back? Like, and it's not. I shouldn't say your look back. But what if it doesn't
if it's not appreciated?
I mean, that's a rabbit hole. Yeah. I would be terrible to go down that one with. But like, what if the Madden come and you still ain't got? You don't got the pre-order.
I'm bringing it up.
You don't got the pre-order. You bringing it up?
I'm bringing it up. Because what we doing?
What's going on?
Reciprocation is the biggest thing for me right now.
That's fair.
Like I need this. You need to be. I need you to be mutually interested. I need you to be mutually invested. I need you to be mutually, everything
locked in.
Exactly. We need to be. This needs to be reciprocated. It ain't got to be 50-50, right?
I'm about to say, like, they're gonna get you if you're trying to say it's 50-50.
I don't give a fuck. Do what works for your relationship. It could be 50-50, but maybe my 50-50 different. Like maybe I'm paying for the dates. Can you plan them? Can you tell, oh, I like this new spot. Can we go here? Oh, like I'm free. Can we I'm free for a Saturday night. Are you free? Can we get together?
Get dressed.
I'm on the way. You gonna head afterwards? You know, 50-50 may be different. It may not 50% may not just be the pain. 50% could be everything else in between that. You know? I just want you to hold up your end of the bargain of the way you can.
I just want the one to be made known. We are not recording on a Sunday, but this man is preaching.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You gotta where can you pick up the slack? If I'm providing the housing, can you make it a home? If I'm doing the cooking, can you clean it? If you cooking, I can clean.
Oh yeah.
It's about a partnership, a
teamwork.
So if I do all this on Valentine's Day, summer come around, Memorial Day come around. Can you plan a road trip to somewhere like just a weekend getaway?
Your team is coming around. Shoot, I got his tickets. Let's go.
Let's close to a Thunder game. You know, it could be
it's
that
a 2-hour trip. We can turn and burn it.
It could be that simple. I got you tickets to Kendrick and SZA, or is that too much? If it's too much, let us know in the comments. If what I'm saying is too much to ask for, I'm doomed because I feel like that's you're gonna be treated right.
This podcast sponsored by GYAG. Ladies, get you a Grayson.
I'm not right now because, like we talked about earlier, I'm trying to figure some things out still.
But he's unavailable, but unavailable.
Yeah, I'm not available.
Go back to episode 1 if you don't know.
Yeah, I'm not available.
Not available.
It's really dry right now, and it's great,
and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, because I even see like women out like, man. Well, like, I want to talk to you. I need you and all the problems you come with. And I'd be like, I shouldn't.
That's all the problems you come with.
I need you and all the problems you come with. But I shouldn't.
Factual.
Because I'm not there yet. I can't give you what you need from me.
You might not even know what you need from me.
I know I can't give it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you don't not need shit from me, and then we can get along.
It's true.
But it's like, yeah. Anyways.
What a time.
What a time. I really want to ask you a question, but it's kind of out of pocket, so I might just save it.
What does he mean by that?
You want to know?
Sure. Just know I have the right to invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Me personally, if I link with you on the first night, and I don't want to eat your coochie.
Yo,
I told you.
What?
Then I don't think that you might be the one for me.
That's extremely fair.
Yeah.
What's your question? Is that valid?
Is it valid?
It's valid, brother.
Like, some dudes act like they can't eat it on the first night. First date. Hey, me, I come hungry.
Yeah.
Wait. No. That sounds wild.
No way.
But if you looking good, smelling good, and the vibe is good.
That boy said I come hungry.
I'm gonna want to. I'm not saying I will, but
hey man.
That was wild.
You wild all the way out right there.
It's okay.
Like you didn't crash out, but you wilded out. He said, I come hungry. That's real. That's very real. I'm not going to say it's not.
I'm about to say.
I just wasn't expecting it. Oh my gosh, it's valid. Your point is valid. I also see, the other side of like chilling. But
I'm not gonna press it. No. I want to. I'm not saying I'm going to.
Yeah.
But it's like the thought is in my head. Like definitely, yeah.
And you trying to be in a sniper position,
right? Anything else is out of pocket.
Yeah, bro.
If you tooted up eating it, you out.
Tooted up eating is insane.
Yeah.
No, that's wild.
Sniper position.
Sniper game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end it.
That's a great place to
end it. All right, man. This is just like a preview. We're probably gonna drop the whole episode of this one on YouTube. Subscribe, like, follow, get your merch. If you want something special, we can get it made. Special order, we can get it made. Be on the lookout for summer. We gonna hats, t-shirts.
Ooh, hats, jacket, shirt, man.
Hat, jacket, shirt, man.
Call me hat, jacket, shirt, man.
You know we can only be the flyest pod in the city.
Yeah,
the best looking pod in the city.
Yeah,
so
it's not close.
Not even close.
Shout out to the pods though. Shout out
to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
But y'all know we want the
what is it? The braids.
All right. Yep. All right. Peace.
Just like that.